Welcome everyone to the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado as we prepare for tonight's TWA Battlefront. Hello everyone, RJ Peckham alongside my broadcast colleague Mark Adams, and looks like every single championship, or almost every single championship, changed hands at Revenge of the Monsters. And needless to say, where will the road take us from here? Will some of the former champions want to get their belts back? Or will new challengers be on the horizon? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Django!
You were just speaking about new challengers.
Django immediately made his presence felt at Revenge of the Monsters when he speared and attacked the new Rated R champion, Machete. Both of these men know what it's like to be hardcore inside that ring. And Django wants to be a Rated R champion once again in his career. Just one thing I've got to get done before I get Machete. Freddy, you put me through absolute hell after you beat me at Telethon. But it wasn't the second-degree burns that hurt. It was the fact that I was defeated by a racist, white, evil motherfucker like you. My wounds have healed, but that loss will scar me for life. So now, I got two goals I hope to reach by this month's end. Beat Machete and regain the Rated R title and beat your crispy old face in. I don't think you really want that. You were lucky you didn't get burned as badly as I did all those years ago. If you try challenging me again, I'll make sure dark meat is completely fried, just like mine. I don't care if my skin ends up looking like yours. I want to fight you tonight in a no disqualification match, and we'll see who walks out alive. You want a no disqualification match tonight? You people are so foolish. You got it, Django. And there's Freddy's henchman, Michael Myers and Leatherface, already stopping a mud hole in Django.
Maybe this was the one time Django shouldn't have asked for a no DQ match.
Well, the odds are incredibly stacked against Django here, because not only would he have to deal with Freddy, he would also have to deal with Leatherface, Michael Myers, and he would also have to deal with the entire rebellion, as Freddy has now taken the reins of the group away from Iron Man at Revenge of the Monsters. We're going to start off the festivities tonight with a women's match. Catwoman taking on Sonya Blade. And Catwoman, of course, revealed her treachery to the world when she betrayed Bugs Bunny during the tag team match and also broke up the team of Bugs Bunny and the Mask, allowing them to lose their tag team belts to Stanley Kubrick's group, which it was revealed that Kubrick tipped off Catwoman to destroy them from within.
The following Divas contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Gotham City, weighing in at 124 pounds, Catwoman!
I wonder how much Kubrick actually paid her.
Well, it was certainly enough for this wench to pull that heinous, horrible deed she just did to both Bugs Bunny and the Mask.
And her opponent, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 120 pounds, Sonya Blade!
Sonya Blade has had her fair share of run-ins with Catwoman during the Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe battles. But tonight, both of these women are fighting to see if they can get into women's title contention. Now that the women's championship is around the waist of a machine, the TX, one has to wonder who is going to dethrone this lady, if you could call her that, and end the tyrannical reign of terror that both the TX and Sarah Connor have placed on the women's division. There's going to be many women waiting in the wings to get that title. Not just Sonya Blade and Catwoman, but also maybe Katniss Everdeen trying to wait in the wings again. And Catwoman with a slap. Sonya Blade comes right back with a fist. Both of these ladies are hard, no-nonsense, beat the crap out of you type individuals.
And they've both got heels, so their kicks probably really hurt.
Both of these women return to the ring before the count of 10. Catwoman so far showing a more athletic edge, maybe also a psychological edge over Sonya Blade. Of course, Sonya Blade is no slouch herself. She challenged Katniss Everdeen a while back to make herself a #1 contender for the Women's Championship. However, luck was just not on her side. Sonya Blade cannot afford to get intimidated by Catwoman. Oh! Oh, and Sonya Blade with a swift kick to the head. However, I think Catwoman may have just been playing possum when she went down. And there's the cat kick. No possum this time around. Catwoman rolls up for the 1. No! Catwoman probably wasted a little bit of time, but not here. 1, 2. Oh, very close. Catwoman was very close to stealing it. But it comes right back with a stiletto kick. 1, 2, 3. Oh, very close. Again. 3 times Catwoman has tried to put Sonya Blade down for the count, but to no avail. Catwoman may be winning in points, but we don't go on a point system in the Television Wrestling Association. Sonya Blade finds herself constantly being cornered by Catwoman, but now uses whatever athleticism she has in the tank. Sonya Blade cannot figure Catwoman out. 1, 2. Sonya Blade is just hanging on, but Catwoman just stays on her like, forget a cat. She's like a cheetah. Uses a lot of stealth maneuvers to corner her opponents. Now Sonya Blade coming back with kicks of her own and a knee right to the face. Will this be enough? One. No. Sonya Blade is still a long way off from pinning Catwoman for the 1, 2, 3. Catwoman looks like she's going to go high risk. Superplex from the top rope. And now here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. That was all Catwoman needed to get the victory.
Who's your winner? Catwoman!
I see a push coming.
Well, Catwoman really pushed Sonya Blade around in this match. Sonya Blade tried to bring her A game into this match. Her offense was hard as nails, but Catwoman just mentally and physically had the psychological edge to keep Sonya Blade cornered in terms of every move and won the match according to her plans.
But you guys make me do it! He said he'd kill my wife and kids! If I didn't...
Brad, you're single. You have no wife and kids. You blatantly screwed Jaws, and I am firing you for it.
Oh, please, no! That's the worst thing you could do to me!
No, the worst thing I could do is feed you to Jaws. So unless you want that too, then get out! Speak of the devil.
Trevelyan better hope that Jaws didn't just see that segment with Obama and the referee.
what a shame what happened to Jaws in that match. If I had known that referee was going to be biased, I never would have let him near that ring. But it's all over. Nothing can be done now. Now that all that title nonsense is finished, Jaws and I can get back on track. James, you've had enough time off. Why don't you quit your sulking and come back? I've grown restless of writing, and I'm sure you have too. Let's both stop. Here's now the former TWA heavyweight champion, Jaws. Probably one of the shortest reigns in TWA history. Oh, just in time, Jaws. I'm waiting for Barone to come out. You get behind me and Oh! Jaws, he just grabbed Trevelyan by the throat and a 7-foot slam! Jaws just slammed his boss to the ground, and he's getting a hell of a reception from the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. And here's Austin Powers coming to check on his master. But, oh, a low blow for his efforts. And Trevelyan's just stomping the hell out of his loyal terrier. That just shows that Alex Trevelyan has no loyalty to his friends whatsoever. All he's loyal to is destroying other people's lives, including James Bond, and just furthering his own selfish agenda. That is 006. So you can help me out, Lieutenant? Yes, I can, sir. The first thing we need to do is establish a motive. Why would someone want to steal the old tag team belts? What do you mean, why? They want to pawn them and take my money. I see. How much are they worth? Each belt is like $100,000, so that's $200,000 the bastard is taking from me. Why are you asking me these pointless questions? Just find the guy. In time, sir. Police work requires patience, like an Arab during Ramadan. You just relax. I won't rest until this man is behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. What do you mean I can't manage you tonight? Well, I can only have one manager, and since Bean and I are friends again, I figure out I can switch between you twos every night. Next time, you can manage me again. Well, later see you. Borat has decided not to take Azamat to the ring with him as his manager, as Borat is set to take on the challenge of Captain Rhodes coming up next. And Borat has opted instead to have his tag team partner, Mr. Bean, with him at ringside. Now Borat is going to be going up against a well-seasoned veteran in Captain Rhodes, former Universal Champion, former Tag Team Champion. Captain Rhodes is a man not to be messed with, so Borat better start taking his work seriously.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Mr. Bean from Kazakhstan, weighing in at 224 pounds, Borat Sonya.
Borat is gleaming with confidence right now. He's going to need it if he wants to have any chance of throwing Captain Rhodes off his game.
And his opponent, from Palatka, Florida, weighing in at 213 pounds, Captain Rhodes.
What kind of a contest is this? Rhodes is gonna kill him.
Well, maybe Bean and Borat have come up with some kind of battle plan in the back to try to reverse Captain Rhodes' superior technical skills.
Oh wait, I bet I know what their battle plan is. It probably involves Francis.
That may be. Francis is probably waiting in the wings to get revenge on Captain Rhodes after he was excommunicated as his tag team partner. And there's the bell. Captain Rhodes already trying to intimidate Borat. So far, Borat in serious trouble. Borat is already reeling in the opening minutes of this match. I guess even Mr. Bean felt that arm lock that Captain Rhodes was using earlier.
I can't believe Borat's lasted this long.
However, Borat gets his first offensive move in an arm drag. And there's a bulldog. However, Captain Rhodes, he's smiling. He views Borat as a joke. His whole idea is to get Borat angry and throw him off his game. That's how Captain Rhodes has always intimidated his opponents. 1. Borat gets right back up. Borat has got to find a way to intimidate Captain Rhodes. Throw him off his game.
What? How the hell could Borat intimidate anybody?
Some upsets have been pulled off in the Television Wrestling Association. I mean, Hulk Hogan won the TWA World Championship. Now Captain Rhodes using those black boots in Borat's face.
Those shiny boots, I might add.
And now Captain Rhodes with a triangle dropkick that sends Borat to the outside. Borat, however, is not going to let that phase him, but Captain Rhodes makes sure that the spear does phase him. Borat is getting a little angry. This is just what Captain Rhodes wants. Borat is playing into his trap. And now Captain Rhodes with the famed crossroads. This move put away many people, but Mr. Bean.
1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it!
Mr. Bean saved his partner from certain doom.
Yeah, go get him.
Oh, come on, leave Mr. Bean alone. Oh, that was completely uncalled for. And now Borat is going right after Captain Rhodes for hurting his tag team partner. And there's a fist. And now Borat is getting really, really angry. I wonder if beating up Bean was part of Captain Rhodes' plan. We're seeing Borat getting a little hardcore here. But Captain Rhodes comes right back with a punch to the solar plexus of Borat. Borat proceeds to jaw Captain Rhodes' jack and punches his knee for good measure. Borat is not allowing Captain Rhodes to get up. Looks like Borat's emotions are starting to get the better of him. And now Captain Rhodes with the roll up. 1, 2, no! Borat was not going to let Captain Rhodes slip by with that one. Borat gets right back up. And he trips Captain Rhodes. Once again, Captain Rhodes giving Borat a chiropractic adjustment the hard way. And there, once again, the crossroads. And now he goes right after Bean. Oh man, Bean must be really hurt now with his neck. 1, 2, 3. And it looks like Borat purely played into Captain Rhodes' trap.
Here's your winner, Captain Rhodes!
He was able to get the job done before Francis could have a chance to interfere.
Well, Borat also let his emotions get the better of him. Captain Rhodes was able to get inside his head. Wait a minute. I don't believe it! He's back! Again? And there's Francis! DDT! Well, it looks like 2 men have returned to make Captain Rhodes' life a living hell. Not just Francis, but also the return of Captain Rhodes' longtime enemy, Bob. Captain Rhodes better have eyes at the back of his head. I'm sorry, but I just can't do that. Intergender matches are indecent. I don't fucking care about what's right and what's wrong around here. I'm fighting Imhotep, and you will not stop me. Metal Queen, the penalties for intergender fighting are severe. You and Imhotep could be looking at suspensions if you fight each other. Fine, suspend me. As long as I get him, I don't care about a suspension. Is there any peaceful way you two could resolve your issues? Give me the match. My answer is no, Metal Queen. I won't give this company a bad name just because you have problems with your ex. You're just gonna have to let bygones be bygones.
What the hell is that?
U.S. President Barack Obama refuses to let Meadow Queen get into the ring with Imhotep because of the intergender bylaws of the Television Wrestling Association that dictate a woman and a man cannot step into the ring with each other. Well, there's Meadow Queen's longtime nemesis, Sarah Connor, and her newest charge, the current women's champion, the TX. They already dispatched Katniss Everdeen at the Revenge of the Monsters pay-per-view, and now I dread how Sarah Connor is going to be pompous and aloof over this so-called victory over humanity. Tonight, we are gathered to mourn the death of Katniss Everdeen's title reign. May have been an undeserved fluke of a reign, but it still was one. And tonight, we are also gathered to celebrate the new reign of the TX. She has proven to me the superiority of her Terminator model over the 101. She beat the girl on fire, whereas that old Terminator couldn't even beat Superman. I feel confident in using her kind to wipe all you people out on Judgment Day. But knowing this company, a new challenger must be waiting in the front of the line. I assure every one of you sluts back there that the TX welcomes your challenge. So go ahead, be the heroine and come on out. Wait a minute. 2 girls?
Every time I am reminded of how short my title reign was, I just want to rip someone's face off. I want to make everyone forget about that and remember my second reign. I am your next challenger, TX. Hold on, sister. What about me? I've never held the women's title. I think I am deserving of that title match too. Just when we were getting along again, you do this?
Well, the both of you sure as hell can't fight for the same title. Looks like you two will have to fight each other in a number 1 contenders match. What a shame. All that teamwork against Katniss and Daisy? Wasted! Well, it looks like Katana and Melina will have to duke it out in a match later tonight to determine who will be the number 1 contender to the TX's Women's Championship. Has the team of Melina and Katana broken up already? Well, here's Katniss Everdeen. I know this is a difficult time for you, so I will be as discreet as I can. You unfortunately lost the women's title to the TX at Revenge of the Monsters. How have you been handling this situation? It's been tough. Made me realize I wasn't invincible. The TX did exactly what Sarah said she would do, and she did it all on her own. I was heartbroken after that match, but it was meant to be. I got a call from Mr. Evansby soon after. He told me the rebellion has begun. Pan Am needs me, so I must leave and go fight the Capitol. But when I come back, if I come back, it's not going to matter who the champion is. I will win the women's title back. Katniss looks to be heading back to Pan Am for the rebellion. Back to you, RJ and Mark.
Well, that's something I wanted to see for a while.
Why did Metal Queen strike Justin Roberts? What did he do to her? I understand Metal Queen's a bit frustrated over not getting the match she wants against Imhotep, but there was no call for doing that. And now Metal Queen, she's just taking this even further, throwing Justin Roberts on the outside, and now it looks like she's making her way back to the ring. I mean, is Obama going to have no choice but to cave in to her demands? Obama, you give me that match with Imhotep, or your interviewer is dead! Well, all right then. Oh no! Come on! This Metal Queen. You're better than this. Come on! Wait!
Conditions. 1. I don't want any excessive violence. No blood, no brutal moves. I will not let our programming turn into a ridiculed trash TV show. 2. I never want to see a rematch. Clearly, this company isn't big enough for the both of you, so I am making it a loser leaves TWA match. Okay? Now leave Justin alone, or the deal is off.
Geez, who would have thought Obama cared that much about Justin Roberts?
Well, now finally Metal Queen gets the matches she wants against Imhotep. Loser leaves TWA match. However, will Metal Queen regret this if she has to leave her storied career behind?
Are you insane? How could you just give in to her demands like that?
What choice did I have? She was going to injure Justin Roberts.
You would put that worthless peasant before this company's guidelines?
Well, I guess I have to do this before your rivalry grows even more out of control. I'm sorry, Imhotep, but the match is on your monitor.
Some leader you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andros and Fox McCloud.
I just gotta ask Meadow Queen one more time. Is this worth it? Is it gonna be worth putting an end to her history and storied career as a former two-time women's champion and one of the premier divas of the women's division, all just to destroy Imhotep?
Well, who says Imhotep's gonna win?
Well, Meadow Queen, she may be one of the best women's wrestlers alive, but she's going in against a man, and even though Imhotep hasn't been in the ring for a long time, he's still a prime athlete.
He's not a man. He's a feeble old geezer. He's gonna be easy for Meadow Queen to put away.
Well, that remains to be ascertained. You cannot imagine how pissed off Andros has been these past few weeks. His undefeated streak, which includes the entire Nintendo family, was broken by a goddamn Neanderthal who got lucky. For weeks, Andros has told me what he wants to do to Tarzan, and it's quite graphic. I have some things I'd like to do to him myself. So come on out, ape man, and challenge us both to a handicap match. There's Tarzan, it's Link. And what happened to your little vendetta with me, Fox? What about it? You're still on our list. But obviously, I'm not number one anymore, huh? You realize that Tarzan is a big threat to you, and you underestimated him. Now your friend's momentum is gone, and he is in big trouble. I have no problem putting him on hold and kicking your ass right now. Actually, I had something else in mind. A tag team match!
We've been having way too many impromptu matches lately.
Well, this is one impromptu match that both of these tag teams will be glad to attend to. This rivalry between Fox McCloud and Link has been stretching for a year and a half, and Fox McCloud's whole vendetta against the Nintendo family has just reached to boiling new highs, or boiling lows, depending on your viewpoint. And now Tarzan finds himself in the thick of things because he was the first man to end Andros' undefeated streak.
You know, I was just thinking about what Obama said earlier about repercussions in intergender fighting. Why wasn't Karis ever in trouble when he strangled Meadow Queen a few weeks ago?
Well, that's a good question. Barack Obama, obviously, he has his hands full when it comes to this company because so many wrestlers have been bitching and whining and complaining about their spot on the top of the card.
Yeah, he's probably just too scared to punish Karis.
As a president, you can only take so much. I mean, he's not only dealing with the issues in the Television Wrestling Association, he's also dealing with the stuff in Russia and the Ukraine, not to mention Israel and Palestine going at each other's throats. And Tarzan uses a double team for Link to dive on Fox McCloud. But now Andros is going to try to do some double teaming of his own. Link has been the one guy in the Nintendo family that Fox McCloud and Andros have unsuccessfully tried to attack. Link has told me on many occasions that one of his dreams is to be the TWA World Champion. However, it's been a tough time getting there because he has to deal with both of these men that are trying to end his career for good.
Is he sure he wants that now? Maybe he should wait a while if the Invisible Man isn't champion in the future.
Well, Link seems to be handling a semi-invisible man in Andros pretty well. Andros tried to go for a headbutt, but you could see that he's getting a little rusty now. After Tarzan defeated Andros, you could see the cracks coming in his offense. And Fox McCloud pushes Link down like a bully on the recess school grounds. Andros tried to make a run for Tarzan, but he pulled down the ropes. And now we're going to see Tarzan and Andros going at it on the outside. Maybe not. Fox with a star switch. Fox McCloud is going to try to go for the pin. And now, 1, 2, and Tarzan stops the pin. Link may have been in serious trouble if it wasn't for his partner. Link and Tarzan are actually working pretty well together. It's attacked. Oh, and Fox McCloud just smacked Link with a chair, and it looks like Tarzan and Link will get the disqualification victory here. But just because it's a disqualification, that doesn't mean this whole thing is over between the four men. And now Tarzan and Andros, they're beginning to trade fisticuffs. They're going to the outside.
Why aren't you helping Link, Tarzan? He's in trouble.
Link was knocked out due to that steel chair shot, and now Fox McCloud. Oh no! Shit! Oh wait a minute! It's Luigi! He's back! And Fox McCloud, he's just daring Luigi to come to the ring, and here we go! All hell is going to break loose! Luigi going for his fisticuffs on Fox McCloud, and he throws him out of the ring. Luigi saves Link's hide, and there's Mario! And now Mario, he wants to get his licks in on Fox McCloud too! Mario is stopping in one hole and walking it dry. Fox McCloud, he thought he had finished the Nintendo family off for good, but he got a major reality check in the form of the Mario Brothers. Fox and Andros must be running for the hills now.
Watch it, Hollow Man! What's this I'm hearing? That you are the new rebellion leader? That's right. I'm giving the orders now. I am the TWA champion, yet you are made the new leader? Sounds like you have a problem with that. Do you? Have those fools forgotten the last time you led a group into battle? I believe it was the stable of horrors? You shut up, wise ass. I learned from my mistakes, and I won't make them anymore. If you don't like my leadership, then you can fuck off, airhead.
Tensions are truly high in the locker room now, as we had just overheard a confrontation between the new leader of the rebellion, Freddy Krueger, as well as the TWA champion, Invisible Man. I don't know if this is going to further escalate between the two.
Come on, RJ, give him a standing ovation for becoming two-time TWA champion.
You can go ahead and stand up if you want. I'll sit down.
Not many people reach this milestone.
Well, the man who defeated Invisible Man at the King of the Tube to strip him of that title initially also made his way as a two-time TWA champion, the Incredible Hulk. Also, Mario has reached that milestone. And now Invisible Man, who's beaming with arrogance. God knows how pompous he's going to be now that he is the TWA champion once again. And to think everything would have been nice after I won back the TWA title. Instead, I hear this nonsense that Freddy was picked to lead the rebellion over me. I'm beginning to think those fools don't deserve to have me fight alongside them. Well, Invisible Man called Freddy Krueger a fool, and it looks like he's brought Bane with him.
I didn't like the way you pushed me earlier, and I don't like your tone! I'd speak nicely to you, leader, if I were you. After all, I do have these razor-sharp blades on my hand. I could dice you into little invisible pieces if I felt I had to.
I'm sorry, Freddy. I don't know what came over me.
We all say things we don't mean, Invisible Man. You're forgiven.
Well, Freddy Krueger may have forgiven Invisible Man, but this man is in no mood for forgiveness. It's Iron Man, who was excommunicated from his own rebellion group at Revenge of the Monsters.
You see what happens when your ego takes over, Mr. Stork? You get canned.
I'll deal with you two traitors later. You wanna talk egos, Invisible Man? You got the biggest one of all. Your bit with Freddy just now said it all. I never should have started this rebellion. I crammed too many egos into one group. I estimate you all will fall apart by September. Whoops, I rambled on there. I'm out here to remind you that since I beat John McClane and you beat Jaws, looks like you and I will dance at Elder Monitor, fittingly named A Vengeance. For that beautiful title right there, I will avenge myself of your treachery. And finally, win what I deserve.
Invisible Man's walking away.
He's not walking away, he's leaving.
Oh no, Iron Man, turn around! Oh! And once again, Freddy Krueger having his minions do his dirty work for him. This happened earlier tonight to Django, and now it's happening to Iron Man. Is Iron Man going to even be at 100% when he goes on to face the Invisible Man for the title at a Vengeance pay-per-view? This whole thing, I don't know what to make of it.
Well, I originally wanted to interview this team's mastermind, Stanley Kubrick, but these two insisted that I interview them instead. Ow. So why can't I interview Kubrick?
He does not speak to the media, fellow. He is not like these foolish managers who reveal their plans to everyone, including their opponents.
Okay, well now that you're the tag team champions, I hope that you're prepared. Ow! The tag team division is growing again, and they're all gonna want a piece.
Bring the microphone here. We know the ins and outs of all the tag teams. We know how to play each and every one. We can hold our ground in this division, and can't nobody stop us.
Ugh, they always say that. That was the new tag team champions, everyone. Let's go back to ringside. Oh.
I love how he's that hurt from being beaten up by a woman.
Well, Justin Roberts tried to get a response out of Stanley Kubrick, but instead he got the tag team champions.
Hey!
Wait a minute, it's Kevin Trash and Snot Hall.
Why the hell are they here?
I really don't know. They weren't booked on the show for tonight.
You're telling me they've stolen promo time?
Apparently they must have.
Right home. It's the bad booger Snot Hall. Big Granddaddy Cool Kevin Trash. The OWO.
We know who the hell you are. Why are you here?
We dropped by to tell you all some bad news.
What, you got contracts?
TWAR's cash problems have caught up to them. We ran out of Monopoly money over there. With no more affiliates for us to leech money off of, TWAR has officially shut down.
Well, that's not bad news.
But there was no way we'd pack up our Depends underwear and go without saying goodbye. The OWO is reforming for one last match right here tonight on Battlefront. Hogan couldn't join us because he ate too much last night and has a stomachache. But always the last, he wants to fight Kevin and I in our final match. Come on, youngsters! Go up there and face 2/2 of Ravers!
Oh, looks like Arms is going to answer the call. But who's his partner?
What made you think these people wanted to see you wrestle here tonight? They could just go to your retirement home and catch some action for free. You guys should have just died along with TWAR, and judging by how old you are, I'm surprised you two haven't dropped dead yet.
Mind your manners, kid! You're talking to living legends!
You're just clones of legends, you idiots! You're nothing!
Oh, I know. You can be our opponent tonight. The OWO versus Biceps.
It's Arms, old man, and I'd gladly fight you. At least I know I don't have to do anything.
We'll meet your ass later.
Well, looks like we got a 2-on-1 match. Arms taking on Kevin Trash and Snot Hall. Although it's not official if it's going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match, it still may be a tag team. Who is the second man? Who could be Arms' partner?
You may speak, Justin. Wow, I didn't know you played video games.
I am the most interesting man in the world, Justin. I have done everything.
So what is that? Mortal Kombat?
MP3 to be precise. I am playing it because it's the only one without that bastard Scorpion. It was disappointing enough that I was pinned in the fatal 4-way, but he just had to embarrass me further by punching me in my beautiful face.
So what's this mean for you two, since neither of you won the title in that match? Ow.
It means just for that, we and I are not through with each other yet. He is going to regret blatantly damaging my visage. Excuse me, I have things to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the TWA Light Heavyweight Champion, Robert Barone!
Well, he's quite jubilant. He's happy for once in his life. He's been complaining about bull in the ass jokes. He's been complaining about Raymond always having success. Now Robert finally has some success of his own, becoming a TWA Light Heavyweight Champion. Even though he is a giant, he he's still actually under the weight limit, therefore he still qualifies for the title.
Oh yeah! Oh, Robert's the man! Robert's the man! I haven't stopped posing since I won this title. I haven't felt this happy since... I never felt this happy. I feel like I'm on top of the world, like no one can stop me. In fact, I feel so unstoppable that I'm placing an open challenge right now. I'll face anyone under 250 pounds back there to a title match right now. Put your ass where your mouth is. You know what I mean.
And it's Reptile! He just appeared out of nowhere! We got a referee out here, and an impromptu match is going to be decided. Is this for the light heavyweight title?
Robert just said he'd challenge anyone to a title match right now, which is really stupid of him.
Well, Robert definitely has the size advantage over Reptile, but Reptile definitely has more technical in-ring skills. And he's a lot quicker.
And I don't care what the MK fans say, I think he's the best ninja.
Reptile going for a drop kick, but Robert scouted him pretty well. Robert stayed out of the way of Reptile's little 360 kick, and he goes for the rib breaker. Robert doing pretty decent right now, but Reptile goes for a kick. Reptile continually decapitating Robert's head right on the third rope. And an Asai moonsault without even use of the top rope. Can Robert still ooze that confidence that he used against Raymond when he won the light heavyweight belt?
Robert, maybe you should just step outside the ring and take a count out.
Oh, Reptile tried to go for a moonsault from the third rope, but Robert got out of the way.
He's like a cat. He immediately landed on his feet when he missed it.
And now Reptile using that athletic arm drag, going to the top rope again. Moonsault! This time it nails the mark. And here's the pin. 1, 2. Robert's still staying in the game. But now Reptile immediately takes him down with an arm bar. He's got the submission hold locked on him. Robert refuses to tap. Robert did not tap, but is the damage done? And acid spit and a backcracker to boot. 1, 2, 3. Once Robert was blinded, he had no chance. We have a new champion.
The winner of this bout and new TWA Light Heavyweight Champion, Reptile.
Well, Robert may have had a light heavyweight title reign, but it was probably among the shortest he's ever had. Reptile finally accomplishes a milestone in his long TWA career. He has waited for years to get a belt around his waist, and he finally culminates his journey with the light heavyweight title. But of course, Robert has to be severely disappointed. He thought he was going to match Raymond in terms of popularity, but his light heavyweight title reign was cut short way too soon.
Yes, Obama, what is it?
It's about that time again for Karas to defend his Universal title. I have booked a number 1 contenders match tonight between Nazareth and Scorpion. Winner will face him for the title at A Vengeance.
All you needed to tell me was that Karas needed another victim.
Don't be so overconfident. Both those men have the potential to beat Karas. In fact, one of them has beaten him. Isn't that right, Metal Queen?
It is. Now, not only will I tear you apart at A Vengeance, Karas will lose his title to one of those noble fighters too. It will be an exciting night. Now fuck off, Imhotep!
Remember what I said, Metal Queen. No intense violence. Well, Karas now has to await the challenge of either Nazareth or Scorpion, as they will decide a number 1 contenders match to determine who will face him for the title at the pay-per-view A Vengeance. But coming up next, folks, we got a handicapped 2-on-1 tag match. As far as we know, the OWO, Kevin Trash and Snot Hall are set to take on Arms. And I say as far as I know because we don't know for sure if Arms is going in solo or if he has found himself a tag team partner.
The following handicap contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 202 pounds, the bad boy, Arms!
Well, when you think about it, what friends does Arms have? He only had one friend, Legs, and now they hate each other.
Arms has had a long and storied rivalry with Kevin Trash back in the TWAR, and now they're looking to bring their rivalry to the grand stage, the Television Wrestling Association.
Hearing that news from Snot Hall that the TWAR is now actually dead, that had to have made my day.
Well, you would know, considering we destroyed that Zeppelin the last time we hosted an event.
And his opponents, at a total combined weight of 485 pounds, Not Hall, Kevin Trash, the OWO!
Not even the ring announcer can compose himself.
These guys are running around the ring. These guys are like a spry 95 years old.
And here we go. Snot Hall trading slaps to Arms and an uppercut. And there's a clip right to the knee. Arms is really taking Snot Hall to the cleaners. And looks like at the end of this match, Snot Hall will have to take his own attire to the cleaners.
Be careful, Kevin Trash. Don't break something. Or tear something.
Kevin Trash is looking like he's meeting the same fate at the hands of Arms. And one drop kick and Trash just fell to the floor. And Snot Hall is getting his ass whipped too. And now Arms is going after... I thought he had the advantage over Kevin Trash, but it looks like Arms is now stuck on the outside.
Well, it's obvious these two can't run after Arms, so I guess running is his best strategy.
Now Arms back in the driver's seat, taking Kevin Trash down. And Kevin Trash just slapped Arms right in the face like a girl. And now the OWO is currently in the driver's seat, but for how long? Arms just running around the ring, doing a good job at handling Kevin Trash. There's an inverted DDT. Arms rips Kevin Trash's beard off. And comes hard with a top rope clothesline. And here's the pin. 1. Referee was very slow getting into a point of position with the pin. And he's going after referee Charles Robinson. That might get him disqualified if he's not careful. 1. And Arms gets a shoulder up. Arms goes after Snot Hall. Ooh, no. And now Snot Hall going for the camel clutch, but all Arms has to do is reach his hands near to the ropes. And he does. Arms with a shoulder tackle. And now Arms trying to put knots in Snot Hall's head. I guess we could start calling him Knot Hall. And a punch right to the face. Massive clothesline to Kevin Trash. Pogo stick got him. And he's a pin. 1, 2, 3. And Arms gets the win over the OWO. Who's your winner? Oh!
Okay, great match, guys. Now, go away.
Arms with a victory over the Old World Order. Kevin Trash and Snot Hall. Not exactly a good start for them in the big leagues. Hulkamania! Hulk Hogan is here!
Yeah, but whose side is he on?
Hulk Hogan tried to go for it.
Wait a minute. This all looks familiar.
Oh! What is going on here?
That's it. He's the third man.
What the? Hulk Hogan has betrayed TWA! And now there's legs! Just attack Kevin Trash! What is the meaning of... What is going on here? Oh my god! Hulk Hogan and legs? Are you kidding me? What is this about?
Shut your pie holes, youngsters! I can't heal myself! The real Hulk Hogan is back, brother, and he's had enough of you! For over a year, I played the lovable oath you all cheered for, and I'm sick of it! I made more progress as a bad boy in 4 months than I ever had pleasing you brats. I became TWA heavyweight champ, and I beat the Hulk to do it. What have I done now? I fought Ammo 100 times, and I was the first guy eliminated in the Elimination Chamber. You did this to me. You turned me into a joke, and you can't stick it, brother.
He was always a joke.
Billionaire Bill promised me a title run. Billionaire Bill promised me top billing. All I got was shit, brother. Forced to play the same idiot I've played for 5 years. Well, I'm not an idiot. I'm smart. Legs, ask me what 2 plus 2 is.
What's 2 plus 2?
5. Thank you very much. I lost my boat of thought. Oh yeah. After that humiliating loss at the chamber, I was gonna quit and leave this circus. But then, I saw Tommy Stark from that rebellion, and I was inspired. So I formed a rebellion of my own. Say hello to the new and now single Rhodes. And our 3rd member making his TWA debut, Django.
Well, I heard rumblings about Gigant coming to the TWA, but I never thought he would join as part of this.
If you were around laughing at all I was just saying. I bet you ain't laughing now.
We have officially seen the end of Bulkamania. I don't know what to say. Bulk Hogan, you can go to hell. Straight to hell. Well, now that I got that out of my system, coming up next, we got a no disqualification match as Django takes on the very man who dethroned him of the Rated R Championship in the first place, Freddy Krueger. These two have not forgotten their battle many months ago at Telethon, and these two are looking to probably repeat an encore. Django is also interested in going after the Rated R title against Machete, but Freddy will try to destroy him before he even gets to that point.
Come on, Machete. Do us both a favor. I will destroy Django when I want to, not when you want me to. It's a no disqualification match. You can punish him as much as you want, and he won't get the win. Don't you want revenge for how he assaulted you right after you won that belt? I said I'll destroy him when I feel like it. I guess you spics are just as stupid as blacks. Thanks for nothing.
Boy, with Freddy Krueger's attitude, he would be a natural on Duck Dynasty. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Texas, weighing in at 195 pounds, Django Freeman. Freddy Krueger tried to bribe Machete to come out to the ring and interfere on his behalf against Django, but looks like Machete, he doesn't go by Freddy's orders. He wants to punish Django when he feels like it. And his opponent, accompanied by Michael Myers, weighing in at 210 pounds, the entity, Freddy Krueger.
I bet Django is regretting making it a no DQ match now.
Django, he doesn't care. He just wants to destroy Freddy once and for all.
Well, Michael's gonna have free range to come in and help Freddy whenever he wants, and who's to say Leatherface isn't gonna come too?
Michael Myers and Leatherface have been doing Freddy Krueger's dirty work all night long, not only putting the boots to Django earlier, but also putting the boots to Iron Man. Django goes for the dropkick on Freddy, and Michael Myers just planted Django with a punch right to the ribs.
So you can basically just call this a handicap match now.
It's all legal. Django is going to have both eyes at the back of his head. And he slaps and pushes Michael Myers, but I don't think that's going to faze him much. Freddy is feeling very confident now. Django tried to get a hold of him, but once again the steel chair comes in, and now things get from bad to worse as Leatherface is now waiting in the wings. This is essentially now a 3-on-1 handicap match. Now looks like Freddy and Leatherface doing some double teaming on Django. Michael Myers just smacked him with a steel chair. Django seriously needs help. I know it's no disqualification, but this is heavily against Django. The odds are too much for this guy to overcome. Django trying his hardest to get some offense in on Freddy Krueger, but Michael Myers and Leatherface are there to ensure that doesn't happen.
Take notes, TWA superstars. Never challenge Freddy to a no DQ match from now on.
I gotta tell you, the hate-hate relationship between Freddy Krueger and the fans is almost legendary. Fans will never like this guy.
Well, I don't know about that. I think he has a bit of a following.
And now Freddy Krueger going for the camel clutch. Django is trying his hardest to reach the ropes. He hangs on, but I don't know for how much longer.
Well, I don't know if steel steps are the best weapon here.
And Michael Myers planted Leatherface by mistake.
There's too many bodies in there. He's gonna bound to hit Freddy or Leatherface.
And it looks like he accidentally hit Freddy by accident. And now Django's going to try to capitalize however he can. And once again, Michael Myers is having a hard time navigating the steel steps.
He's hitting everybody but Django.
And looks like Leatherface has been told to move away from ringside, as referee is looking to get any semblance of order, but there's still Michael Myers inside that ring, and there's the Nightmare. Pinfall 1, 2, 3. Freddy Krueger gets a quick victory thanks to Michael Myers and Leatherface. Here's your winner, Freddy Krueger! Django must have taken a lot of damage in that match. I don't think he's going to be 100. He's not going to even be 50%, let alone 100% going in against Machete for the Rated R title. And now, wait a minute! Here comes Machete! He just nailed Freddy and Michael.
Django, what you did to me in Revenge of the Monsters was bold. You wanted the Rated R title, and you beat me up, rather than beg for a match. That's why I will give you the title match. You and me at a vengeance. In the last man standing match.
Christ, superstar! Machete just planted Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers on the outside. And Machete actually coming to the aid of his opponent, Django. And now these two are going to duke it out in a last man standing match for the Rated R title. It doesn't get much more hardcore than this.
Hey, fat man. Guess now I can exact vengeance on Frankenstein and win the primetime title to boot. What makes you think you'll be fighting my monster for his title? It is inevitable that our paths will cross, and it may as well be for the championship. The day you face my monster will be the day you defeat Chorus to earn it. And that, my friend, is an impossible feat that you have already failed. Then I shall go book the rematch for next Battlefront. If you are correct, then I will face Garrus over and over until I finally defeat him. You never will, Dracula. You never will, Dracula. That is what you sound like, Tubby.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, these two acquainted superstars will fight to determine who will face Kara's Egypt for the Universal title at A Vengeance. Scorpion, your prime time title run has unfortunately ended, but you can rectify it. How? If you beat that man tonight. Any comments?
You're right, Justin. I have been given a chance to right a wrong by challenging this man in the one-on-one match we have wanted for weeks. This time, I don't have to worry about not being pinned to lose. Nor will I have to worry at A Vengeance. Chorus is slow and cumbersome. He may be hard for others to beat, but not me.
Now you have the floor, Nazareth.
I think it's obvious to everyone that I will defeat Chorus at Vengeance. I am to this day the only man that has defeated that mummy. The real challenge for me will be tonight when I face you, Scorpion. I only hope that this time our match will not be interrupted. Just you and I finally settling our differences.
Sorry to interrupt, fellas. Now, I am very aware that the most interesting man has issues with the both of you, and I don't want another disqualification finish. So I will be at ringside. I will keep an eye out and make sure everything goes smoothly. Good luck, guys. Well, this is the main event for the night. And this main event is sure going to please the fans in the audience. Scorpion versus Nazareth. Two great technical wrestlers duking it out. And Barack Obama, U.S. President, making sure that there is no interference that's going to taint this match, unlike the previous encounter that they went through. Fans here at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, are in for a treat tonight. Who is more superior between Scorpion and Nazareth? It's been debated since forever by Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Netherrealm,
weighing in at 219 pounds, Scorpion!
Scorpion has actually accomplished quite a bit here in the past year or so. Defeating Frankenstein to win the primetime title. But also, he could have a chance to go for another belt, the Universal title, and actually win 2 titles in 1 year. If he were to accomplish this feat, he could possibly be a candidate for Pro Wrestling Illustrated's Wrestler of the Year.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 247 pounds, Nazareth!
This match, of course, means everything to Nazareth as well. Because if he steps into the ring with Karis, should he win this match, it will be the first time Nazareth has gone for the Universal Championship since he was the very first man to win the Universal title in a Battle Royale some 3 years ago. And to have that belt back around his waist, monumental. He also has managed to defeat Karis once before at the King of the Tube tournament. Scorpion and Nazareth are going to be giving 110%. Scorpion goes for the kicks, starts off strong. You can see US President Obama standing at the ring, making sure the most interesting man in the world does not interfere with this match, because it's been well documented that the most interesting man has no love lost for either of these 2 guys. Most interesting man has had his problems with Nazareth ever since the start of this year. And he's now also had his issues with Scorpion since those 2 crossed paths in the Fatal 4-Way for the primetime title at Revenge of the Monsters. And it's going to be impossible for either one of these men to dictate the pace, because both are so evenly matched in technical in-ring ability. Scorpion started off strong, but now Nazareth is showing off his offense. This is going to be a clean fight down the middle. Winner is the #1 contender to Karis' Universal Championship at the Vengeance pay-per-view. Nazareth in the driver's seat momentarily. Scorpion charges right back with a kick to the face. Just like I said, neither man keeps the advantage for too long. Both of these men felt like they were robbed out of the primetime championship when they both lost to Frankenstein, but now they could go for something more superior in the Universal title. Scorpion's career in the Television Wrestling Association has been no slouch. Former light heavyweight champion, former tag team champion, former primetime champion. He could add the Universal title to his list should he go through Nazareth as well as Karis.
Then after that, all he'd need is the TWA title and he would have held every single one.
Nazareth has only held the Universal title throughout his entire career. But that hasn't stopped him from gathering impressive accolades. Scorpion dips Nazareth right on his face. President Obama enjoying the proceedings of this match, and so is the people at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado.
I guess if Metal Queen is watching, she's probably enjoying it too, knowing the fact that one of these two will face Karis and possibly beat him, on top of her facing Imhotep that same night.
Of course, Karis has been unstoppable ever since winning the Universal title at Telethon earlier this year. Although Karis is definitely going to have to scout the quickness of these two men, as well as their athletic ability.
There's just no way he can. All the people he's defeated so far have been middleweights to heavyweights. Nazareth, the only person who has beaten him, is quick.
Even though there's really no love lost between Scorpion and Nazareth, you can tell there is a mutual respect between these two men. They have a rivalry, but it's purely professional. And Scorpion with a backbreaker has finally been able to break Nazareth's momentum. And here is a DDT for good measure. Scorpion attempts a pinfall, but Nazareth is nowhere near finished. We already saw one ninja get a huge victory tonight as Reptile became light heavyweight champion for the first time in his career, defeating Robert Barone, who unfortunately is probably going home unhappy all over again. I don't know how Raymond feels about this whole thing, but Nazareth trying to keep Scorpion cornered. But Scorpion is like a caged animal. If you corner him, he's going to bite. And there's the inverted Frankensteiner. Scorpion put Frankenstein away with that very same move to win the primetime title. Can he put Nazareth away? 1, 2, very close. And Scorpion uses the top of the ropes to DDT Nazareth. Once again, the chiropractic adjustment the hard way. Scorpion really aiming for the back of Nazareth. I guess that's sound strategy. Because once you take out the spine, you take out the majority of your opponent's offense. 1, 2. Nazareth was hoping to steal one. Scorpion not finished yet either.
Is it just me, or do I hear Granny and Jane somewhere in this crowd?
Well, that has no relevance to this match right here, right now. Nazareth tried to scout a drop kick, but Scorpion, he just measured Nazareth very well. And now Nazareth going for a bear hug. This is usually not something you would see out of the arsenal of someone like Nazareth. This is something that heavyweights would use. Nonetheless, he really applied the pressure to Scorpion. Once again, really hurt his spine. Wait a minute, Scorpion with a roll-up. 1, 2. No! Very close. Scorpion was just 2 3/4 away from becoming the #1 contender. Scorpion looks like the offense and the momentum is now in his corner. But I wouldn't count Nazareth out just yet. Scorpion going for the camel clutch submission hold. Nazareth is not going to give in. He's trying to grab the ropes, and he does. Scorpion was forced to break it. Although I could sense Scorpion still wanted to apply the pressure. There's the slaps and the kicks coming in. Nazareth, any momentum he has had earlier is starting to slowly fade away. Nazareth jacks the jaw of Scorpion. And now Nazareth tried to come in. And there's a belly to back suplex. Scorpion shoves him off. And now, whoa, unique sunset flip, 1, 2. Very close. Nazareth, he was 2 3/4 away from becoming #1 contender himself. And now he's once again going back to the bear hug submission hold, trying to squeeze any breath out of Scorpion, trying to eliminate the stamina he has developed. Scorpion, even though he's out of breath, he's still fighting. Tries a drop kick, but Nazareth scouts him very good. 1. Scorpion may have had the upper hand in the latter points of this match, but Nazareth, he's very resourceful. And he comes back with a DDT. Nazareth now going high risk. 3rd rope. There's a dive. And now it looks like Nazareth is going to capitalize with a pinfall. You better not take too much time. 1, 2. If Nazareth had gotten the pin a little bit sooner, he might have gotten the 3. Nazareth, I think, tried to go for a Samoan drop or something, but Scorpion stops him. And now Scorpion going to go high risk himself. Clothesline. U.S. President Obama is enjoying this match. So is everybody else at the Pepsi Center. And I imagine Karis waiting in the wings to see who's going to fight. He cannot take any of these two men lightly. Nazareth with a hard punch. And Scorpion just fell down like a sack of potatoes. Pinfall, 1. Scorpion just got the shoulder up. I think Scorpion was just playing possum when it came to the hard punch. Trying to sucker Nazareth into believing he was done for, but he was wrong. Nazareth trying to pull everything he can out of his hat. Not that he wears a hat, but that's another story for another time. Camel clutch. And that's it. Scorpion could not take the pain. Nazareth is the #1 contender.
Here's your winner, Nazareth.
He gets the title shot against Karis at a vengeance. Can Nazareth get that Universal title back, in which he was the first champion to do so? Obama! What the hell is this? What? We found the old TV tag titles. They're in this briefcase right here. Do you know where we found them? Thank God you found them. Where were they? In your safe under your desk. What are you talking about? Don't deny it, Obama. Lieutenant Drebin's clues led to your office, and your fingerprints are all over the belts. You tried to run off with my money, and I caught you. But sir, I don't... Shut up, Obama. You have betrayed me, and the Republicans are right about you. You are hereby relieved of your duties as general manager. Get out of my ring. You mean President Obama has been fired? Oh, great. There goes another shift again in our general managers. We've gone through many of them. I don't know who's going to take over this time around, but nonetheless, we still have events to lead up to the next Avengers pay-per-view, which you'll catch next time on Battlefront. Thanks for joining us, everybody. RJ Peckham and Mark Adams signing off.